ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਜੀ। ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 Vaheguru, 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. Thank you, Panji, for singing the last 4 sloks which we discussed last time. ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਅੱਗੋਂ ਧੰਨ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਬੀਰ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਸ਼ਲੋਕਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੋਰ ਅੱਗੇ ਗਿਆਨ ਲੈਣਾ. We have to take knowledge, wisdom, Brahm Gyan from Kabir Sahib. Last time we learned how to become humble, right? And that's what Panji sang also. ਤੇ ਇਹੀ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਘੋਤਕ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ again and again ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ realizes us. We realize while doing the vichar of Gurbani how important the lifestyle is. Jeevan jaach kinni zaruri hai. Sometimes we do bhakti also or try to do bhakti also, but we don't follow the lifestyle. We are not humble. We are always angry. We are always behind the money. Then we have to really ask and self-introspect, are we sakat or are we really following the path shown to us by Guru Sahib? Agla slok jeda hai 150th slok, Kabir Sahib is saying, Uch pavan kan kamni sikhar taja fehraye. Uch pavan, ucha pavan, mansion, palaces, big houses, multi-story buildings. Kan kamni, sona, gold, and kamni is beautiful wife or beautiful husband, right? Sikhar taja fehraye. And even if we have flags hosted on our palaces. Maharaj kende, are these things important? What is important in our life? See, one thing we learned from Guru Sahib was that we need to be humble. Humble is one thing. But then, is humility only should be inside, or his mind is still going around that, okay, I need to have a mansion? Cool. Having a big house is not a problem. Nobody stops that if you have a utility, right? If you need that, if you're hosting a sangat and all, that's fine. But, and even if you have a gold little bit, that's also fine. If you have a beautiful wife or beautiful husband, they should be beautiful from inside, right? क्योंकि महाराज सानू किसी चीज तो मना नहीं कर रहे. Gurbani never contradicts. Maharaj is not telling us not to do these things, not to have house, not to have a wife, not to have sona or savings or anything. But it is all about the mind. Where is our mind? Man किथे साडा लगा होया. अगर मन जिहड़ा वै, totally, if the mind is busy in all these things, which are obviously necessity of life also, when you see things as a necessity, right, or a need, roti, kapda, and makan, Maharaj will give us when we'll do bhakti and all. Shelter, food, anything which is related to that. But Maharaj, can they, what good it is if we have all of these things and we have forgotten Vaheguru? Asi Malak nu visar gaye. Because, you know, when you have lot of money, lot of investments and all, most of the time your brain is always looking into them. My friends tells me, right, they have invested a lot of things in the stock. The first thing they do is open their cell phone and start looking where the stock market is. When the stock market goes down, their heart sinks. So mind, it all depends where your mind is. If you can be like Raja Janak, he also had mansions, but he didn't, he had a lot of sona also, a lot of gold also, but he didn't put his mind there. His mind was to always be in the company of saints. But Raja Janak is a very unique example There's not many rajas who we can give an example. There are not many kings where we can give an example that because they were rich, also they had all the good things, and they still crossed this Pavsagar. Can we cross this Pavsagar if we have? The question is this: can we cross this Pavsagar? It is difficult. It's not impossible. It is difficult to put the mind at two places. It's difficult. But then we can learn from Raja Janak's Jivan. Whole his day he used to spend with the Goshti, with the different saints. He used to call different saints at his house, and he used to learn about Brahm Gyan and do the Bhakti. That was his, and later in his life, he actually became a saint. He was called a saint king, right? Sadhu. But if we can achieve that, which is difficult, which is very rare, then that's different. But Kabir Sahib is saying if you have all these things, it's better. What is better? Tate pali madhukari sant sang gun gaye. Kende, even if you are getting food from different houses and you are not earning it, but you are having a sangat all the time of the saints, at sangat you are doing the sangat, and you are praising Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru all the time, that is better. So homeless person who doesn't have a home because of whatever reason, maybe unfortunate, right? We should not point fingers on people, right? Because some people I have seen, they say, see, these homeless people, they can work, but they don't work. You don't know what is there, what's going on in their life. Maybe he or she has some mental disease. Maybe it was so much stress in their life that made them crazy. You never know what's going on. We will see a lot of Vietnam um, heroes, and they are homeless, right? But because of the stress and all, of the war and all, they are homeless, a lot of them. I used to see a lot in the Bay Area when I used to live in Bay Area. But what why person become that way? That's what we need to think, right? But Maharaj says, even if you become a homeless, don't leave the sangat. Even if you are eating in the langar, don't leave sangat, because sangat is only going to cure your mind. We are Jivatma, we are mind, we live in this body, we are not this physical body. Again and again, Malak realizes us that this is a game of physical body, the mind, not the physical body. Again and again. And we need to realize what is important, what is the most important thing. So if we can put number one, Sangat, doing praises of Vaheguru is the number one thing of my life. And we should ask ourselves, is it? Or do we spend our time in doing other things? We can work hard as well as we can do the bhakti. We can walk on the path shown by Guru Granth Sahib Ji. We can do both, right? But our priority, our life should be around Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Central point of our life should be what Guru Granth Sahib Ji teaches us. That should be the most important for all of us, including me. Next slok Maharaj says, Kabir Patan te ujar pala Ram Bhagat je thai. Now Maharaj is saying that city, that town is better where Bhagati is happening. Maybe it has lost, we remember this Sakhi, right? Ujad jao, vas jao. When Guru Nanak Dev Ji went to one village, and that village people were very rude and all. They didn't even respected Guru Nanak Dev Ji. They were very rude to him and all. And when Guru Nanak Dev Ji was leaving the town, that village, Maharaj says, Vasdero, Vasdero, Vasdero. And then he went to a town where people were doing a lot of bhakti. They were very nice. They were all good people, humble people out there. And when Guru Nanak Dev Ji was leaving that town slash village, Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, Vasdero, Vasdero, Vasdero. Oh, sorry, ujad jao, ujad jao, ujad jao. And Pai Mardana Ji was confused. He said that if the people who were rude and rash and everything, you told them to Vasdero, as in be in the city, you should be all well settled in the same city where you are. And then the other ones, you said, which were nice, you said that you ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਜੜ ਜਾਏ. ਉਜੜਨ ਦੀ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਜੀ? Can anybody help me? Some good English people are there. ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਸਾਰੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਰਗੇ ਹੀ ਹੈ. ਉਜੜਨ ਦੀ. Anybody can just unmute themselves and tell me.
Does it mean get away? Get lost, maybe?
Very close, but not the exact word. Kiran Penji? Kiran Penji is my go-to person for this.
Hi, Sabji. I might be good in English, but I'm not that good in Punjabi. So
ਉਜੜ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਘਰ ਉਜੜ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਨਾ, ਮਤਲਬ ਘਰ ਹੋਮਲੈਸ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਜੀ. Right?
Ruined, like ruined something.
Dispersed, displaced.
Dispersed, ruined.
Displaced.
Yeah, no, ruined is actually a very good word. Thank you, Arvind Penji. Thank you, ji. Yeah, thank you, Penji. Dispersed. Yeah.
Thank you, welcome.
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਉਜੜ ਜਾਣ, disperse ਹੋ ਜਾਣ. Actually, you know, there are a lot of, you know, in Punjab and all, if you will see that people who are doing the government jobs, they actually get into this problem, right? Sometimes when they are working very hard and are very honest, right? The leaders, the political parties, they don't like them, and they will do their transfer. They will do their transfer. They will say, okay, from this city, you should go to another city. Ujad jaan wala hai, dispersed, there is dispersed. And ruined is like ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਹੀ ਪੂਰਾ ਹੀ ਉਜੜਿਆ ਹੋਵੇ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਨਾ ਹੋਏ. ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਸਿੰਘ ਕਬੀਰ ਪਾਟਨ ਤੇ ਉਜਰ ਭਲਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਜੜਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਵਧੀਆ. Because why? ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉੱਥੇ ਭਗਤ ਸੀਗੇ. ਉੱਥੇ ਭਗਤੀ ਵਾਲੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ. They are ruined, they are homeless, but they are doing ਭਗਤੀ. ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ the ones who are rude and rash and they have mansions and everything, Maharaj ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵਸਦੇ ਰਹੋ. Why? Because if they will leave and go somewhere else, they will spread their bad qualities. They will spread their rudeness everywhere. ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੂੰ ਵਸਿਆ ਹੀ ਰਹਿ, ਹੀ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ 'ਚ ਹੀ ਵਸਿਆ ਰਹਿ ਭਰਾ, ਤੂੰ ਕਿਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਨਾ ਜਾ. Right? So that's what, and that this is the same thing. We have to again and again realize that mind's game is very different than the physical body. Physical body is looking for rest, good bed, good house, air conditioning, cars, good food. But guess what? Even if you have all these things, can you sleep in the night properly? Most probably not. If you are not doing the bhakti, if you are not humble, if you are not accepting everybody. मैं अपने उत्ते सोचदा हूं ना कदी-कदी, है ना? Sometimes I think about, okay, that am I at that level? If some homeless person is coming or somebody is in need, do we have that compassion and daya with Vaheguru Ji's kirpa that will take care of those people? So it is very important that we realize this thing. We understand this thing कि साडी life which important की है. What is important in our life? Madly we are running behind the money. Madly. Morning till evening we run behind the money. ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਟਾਈਮ ਆਂਦਾ ਵੈ ਭਗਤੀ ਦਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਨੀਂਦ ਆ ਗਈ ਹੈ, ਰਾਤ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਹੈ, ਸਵੇਰੇ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੰਮ ਤੇ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ, ਹਾਊ ਵਿਲ ਗੋ ਇਨ ਦ ਮਾਰਨਿੰਗ। ਬਟ ਅੱਜ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਪਿਆਰੇ, she was doing a katha in the morning in Tracy Gurdwara. She said, very good thing she said, remember, when our last breath is going to come, we don't know, maybe it will be today. So what good it is, all this thing, ਜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਚ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, if we don't have a love for others, if we don't have an acceptance, what good it is? It's a food of thought. Can anybody tell me from the Sangat that they know when their last breath is going to come? No, we don't know. What date of what prime minister, president, whatever, they can't even tell us. Nobody knows. So Maharaj is saying now, Ram Snehi Bahra Jampur Mere Pae. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਰੱਬ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਸਦੇ, that place is like a hell. Jampur. ਰਾਮ ਸਨੇਹਰੀ ਬਾਹਰਾ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਰਾਮ ਨੂੰ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਮੰਨਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ, ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ, right? I mean, these days people have become over logical, right? Because Vaheguruji, you can't see them, so they question, right? They question whether Vaheguru is there, whether God exists, because they think everything they are doing, they've forgotten that Vaheguruji has given us arms, Vaheguruji has given us hands, Vaheguruji has given us this brain, Vaheguruji has given us everything, all the body parts. We didn't created this. So if Vaheguruji has given us everything, why we are forgetting? And Guru Pyareo, don't feel good about ourselves. We should not feel good about ourselves also. We should introspect. ਕਿ 24 ਘੰਟੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ? ਇਹ 24 ਘੰਟਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਗੇਮ ਹੈ. This game is for 24 hours. ਕਿੰਨਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੈ ਪੂਰੇ ਦਿਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਈਡ ਤੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਪੁੱਠੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ? We do other things. If you are working, that's good. But remember Vaheguru. We should all do that. We should make it a practice. Vaheguru, Vaheguru. ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਰਾਮ ਸਨੇਹੀ ਬਾਹਰਾ, if we can't speak or if we can't treat others with love, with sneh, then we are also at the same place. ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਪਿਆਰ ਤੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਟਿਕਿਆ. I say this all the time because people come up with this question, how our religion is different, how all these questions are there, how this religion is better, how what we are doing is not a yoga. Or yes, if there is no love, then it is a yoga. It is mechanical thing. ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਣ ਡਏ ਆ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ, ਪਿਆਰ ਹੀ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਹੈ, ਨਾਮ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੀ ਹੈ, and we are not close to the naam. Vahguru, 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 we are doing it, but if there is no love when we are doing this, muskuraya karo, be happy all the time, be happy all the time. ਜਦੋਂ ਰੱਬ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਨਾ ਨਾ, ਮੁਸਕਰਾ ਕੇ ਜਪਿਆ ਕਰੋ. Smile and jap the naam. Smile. Be happy. Not laugh, smile. Smile and jap naam. When we smile and jap naam, बहुत चीज़ां देंगे मालिक, बड़ियां चीज़ां. Surrender yourself totally. Relax. Every session when we are in meditation, in dhyan, in chanting, we should enjoy that session. If we are not enjoying it, that means something is going on which we are not doing it properly. That's why थोड़ा जा मुस्कुरा लिया करो. Smile a little bit when you jump now. Show the love, whatever love you have. If it is less, if you think you are fake, still do the ardas menti. Say, Maharaj, make me fall in love with you. You know, just like you buy a new phone, right? You are very happy you have a new iPhone or anything, something like that. Be happy all the time because Vaiguruji is with us all the time. We're getting this breathe in, breathe out. We are breathing right now. Who is giving this breathe? Who is giving us this breathe? कौन सनु कौन सनु श्वास दे रहे? मालक अपने मुंह चो श्वास दे रहे. एक सेकंड लगता है ना. We went through this previously also कि COVID, we know so many people whom we loved, they left us because they didn't got a ventilator, especially in India. They didn't got oxygen in time. How important it is. That's why ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਵਾਸ ਲੈਣੇ ਪਏ ਆ, ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਬਰੀਥ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਆ, ਸਵਾਸ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਆ, ਉਸ ਸਵਾਸ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਨਾ. ਦਮ ਦਮ ਸਦਾ ਸੰਭਾਲਦਾ, ਦਮ ਨਾ ਬਿਰਥਾ ਜਾਏ. ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਨੀ. ਆਓ ਜੀ, let's try to remember ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ with love. ਗਾਵੀਏ, ਸੁਣੀਏ, ਮਨ ਰੱਖੀਏ ਆਪਾਂ. Listen to our own voice and ਧਿਆਨ should be in the front. And keep on listening to your voice. आओ जी शुरू करिए. वाहिगुरु 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 गुरु वाहिगुरु 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 nguru, va, 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 nguru, nguru, va, 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 nguru, nguru, va, 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 nguru, Vaheguru, 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 Guru, Vah, 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 Guru, Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. There was one question on the chat, so I want to address this right now. If we know all this, why does our mind not want to do Simran, and why does it still get involved in Maya? Very good question. $1 million question. Why it happens? Sanu gyan bhi mil janda hai, wisdom bhi mil janda hai, sara Gurbani da. Why? The question is, this is a game, and this game has to, this answer, Gurbani says, Mere Prabh Sache ek khel rachaya. And we have to play this game every day, every day. Guru Gobind Singh Ji also says, Khalsa soe, jo nit kare jang. I might be saying a little bit wrong, but the roj jang karni hai. Nit nit ut, nit nit jooj karije. Ut nit nit jooj karije. Kaam krodh nagar mein sabla, nit ut ut jooj karije. Every day we have to, till our last breath. Because most of our time we spend is in Maya, and our mind is attracted more towards Maya. And who knows how many births we have taken? 4 times for sure. Human births, 4 times. This is the 4th time for sure in every jug. And we were not able to meet with Vaheguru in every jug. And we have been taking birth again and again, again and again, and still getting so much involved. That's why the solution is we have to try. We have to come into the Sangat and try hard and hard again. Remind ourselves, do ardas menti again and again, again and again. And trust me, if we are able to convince our mind to have at least 2-3 hours in a day in the charan of Vaheguru Sache Pasha, this will become easy. This become a lot more easy, because Vaheguru Ji will be with us all the time. But we have to watch out our Jivan Jach, what sangat we keep, uthde baithde kide nala. What do we do, right? Sangat te bahut matter karda, especially for the people who have traveling jobs and all. I was discussing the other day with one Gurmukh, and it's very difficult. It's a difficult game, but it will become easy when we know what is the purpose of our life, what is our target. Keep this as a target and believe that you will get through this, through Naam, through Shabad. We will wash this filth in of our mind, the dirt of our mind, which is stuck in our mind from jugs, from so many ages. And slowly, 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 it will go away. Buddha Das Menti and everything. I hope you got the answer, Ji. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ। ਆਓ ਜੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਲਈਏ। ਹਮ ਅਵਗੁਣ ਪਰੇ ਏਕ ਗੁਣ ਨਾਹੀ, ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਾੜ ਬਿਖੈ ਬਿਖ ਖਾਈ। ਮਾਇਆ ਮੋਹ ਪਰਮ ਪੈ ਭੂਲੈ, ਸੁਤ ਦਾਰਾ ਸਿਉ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਲਗਾਈ। ਇੱਕ ਉੱਤਮ ਪੰਥ ਸੁਣਿਓ ਗੁਰ ਸੰਗਤ, ਤੈ ਮਿਲੰਤ ਜਮ ਤਰਾਸ ਮਿਟਾਈ। ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ, ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ ਜੀ। We'll meet tomorrow at 5 p.m.